What up, familia? It's your favorite Puerto Rican Brooklyn Philly, and I'm back with another message. I heard no contact, right? No contact. What's going on in a no contact situation? What's going on, Spirit, in a no contact situation? What's going on, Spirit, in a no contact situation? Lone path, needing to take time out or be on your own for a while. So maybe this is the situation, right? You felt that you needed to take the time out to be alone. Maybe you both decided that this was the best plan of action as of this point. Maybe the other person felt that this was the best plan of action, right? So someone has chosen shining sign, trust in the universe plans and follow your heart, right? Maybe in the midst of being alone, of taking this solo path, you've decided to listen to your intuition, follow your heart, look for signs and synchronicities as to how to proceed, where to go next. Storms of love. Conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. Interesting, right? We tend to run away from conflict and look at it as, problematic, as, something we want to avoid, we don't want. So maybe this is what you've done, right? You've taken the time to be solo, and thinking, well, in this solo, I'll be looking for signs and synchronicities to try to follow my own heart. Maybe looking at conflict and or the storms between you and this individual as problematic, right? As something to shy away from, something to leave alone. But here is clearly saying that these very incidents, these very storms of love is what becomes opportunities for growth and change. Restraints tests, trapped in instability, resist impulsive urges to find steadier ground, right? Yeah, you or this person or you both have taken this path, right, to be alone, and it's a form of resistance, right? Hidden thorns, look beyond the romance to discern true intentions, right? Interesting. Again, it's a way of preventing, is a way of repressing, is a way of not wanting to acknowledge or maybe look at the real issues at hand. Deeper water, step out of your comfort zone, explore new depths. For some of you, it's telling you, maybe these thorns are something you want to avoid. Maybe it is best that you leave, that you restrain yourself and you leave these things alone, right? By looking beyond the romance and maybe the romantic aspect of the relationship and diving into deeper waters to see if what new things could come out, what new possibilities are awaiting you if you don't return to this person or resume contact. Clouded vision, recognize and discuss red flags or areas of concern. Again, there seems to be the spirit of avoidance, right? It seems to be that this no contact is more about, oh wow, this one seems like it wants to come out too. Okay. Let's put these to the side. Lightning strikes, dismantle outdated ways of being to get a fresh start. And wishful thinking, having lofty ideals leads to a letdown. Be realistic. Yeah, there's something about this clouded vision, right? And look, lightning strikes, right? Maybe to disrupt this clouded vision. There's something about the distance. All is doing, or all it has become, I heard escapism, another form of escapism, right? But lightning strikes as a sign to show you that, again, back to this storms card, right? Is it's like I told someone one time, I welcome the triggers, and they, went off like, no, we don't need the triggers, right? We tend to want to run from the triggers or from the lightning, right? But it's in the lightning that then more clarity comes. It's in these storms that then things come to the surface, right? That let you know what needs to be worked on, right? To be more realistic, more idealistic. This one fell out first. Pace of pleasure. Resist the rush. Adopt a slower stride and savor each moment's essence. So maybe even if you do resume contact with this individual this time around, take your time, right? Again, how would you address the issues and become more realistic and look at the red flags and address the triggers and gain the clarity? If you rush back in, there's something about pacing yourself, timing yourself. magic within, create space for personal growth and self-discovery. Yeah, this is a key one, right? Because again, there needs to be a balance, I'm hearing, between the two. One where you're in in a relationship, right? In the possibility of a relationship, but most importantly in a relationship with self, right? There's something about the balancing of the interdependence as well as the independence, right? The balancing of autonomy, right, and still remaining true to creating the space that is necessary for our own personal growth, and not letting it turn into codependence where you negate your own personal growth and your own sense of self-discovery or the others, right? Avoid burnout. Fiery passion is consuming. Sustain a lasting balance. Yeah, there's something about, I'm hearing that slow burn, right? That slow love, right? Typically, particularly when there's like high intense passionate situations, we want to rush in, but there's something about slow down, slow down, taking your time, right? Lay to rest, let go of lingering disputes and make peace together. Yeah, there's something about, waving the white flag, making peace, swept away, caught up in the romance, or clearing out emotions, right? Don't allow yourself to get swept away in the romance of it all, right? Again, it's time to, because remember in the beginning, I kept feeling this resistance to wanting to resolve the actual issues, to wanting to get to the root of the problems that are causing the storms or the friction or the triggers in the first place. And this acknowledging that these, whatever they may be, they are individually to each of you as well as collectively between the two of you. Enduring quest through struggle, build the stamina to uncover and stand by your truth. Yeah, there's something about, if you want romance, I don't know, I just heard romance without finance. There's nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. But there's something about enduring, right? I don't, now I heard through thick and thin, through sickness and in health, right? What happened to real sense of commitment, right? Envy, obsessed hearts and jealous minds brew a storm of unyielding chaos. Yeah, because if you are in this obsessive, jealous state where I don't know, it creates like unrealistic expectations of one another and even projections, and even because you're in no contact, you might be jealous, thinking, are they with someone, you know what I mean? And then the fact that you're repressing, and I'm hearing again the absence makes the fond go. There's a sense of this longing, this obsession that can tend to intensify in such things. That's not healthy, right? Shards of love, past trauma leave scars. Take time to heal yourself. There's something about, again, addressing this stuff, truly beginning to heal, right? And maybe that was the purpose of this no contact, but there needs to be a balance even with the no contact, I'm hearing. Peaceful parallel, harmony flows, lives align, basking in the serene glow of peace. I mean, for many of you, this is no contact situation is calling you to declare peace, right? Whatever that peace may mean to you. For some of you, it is peace, meaning I'm walking away. This is done. I'm taking the time to heal myself. I've realized that the trauma or the scars that I've had even preceded this person, and I really need this time to really deal with them. And deal is not the word. Process, heal, go through, right? Because when I heard deal, it felt abrasive. It felt like that's the issue. That's part of the issue, that we either want to numb and not feel something, or plow through it like if it's a piece of machinery or something that doesn't have feeling or emotion. No, we're living, breathing beings who are responding to real-time situations. Our nervous system it is doing what it's supposed to do, responding, and some of it is to past trauma and scars, as well as trying to protect itself, I'm hearing. And all of this needs to be taken into consideration. Yeah, I heard, yeah. Relationships are work, right? If you want some airy fairy tale, it's bullshit, right? Anything that is long lasting and that is worthy is going to entail some level of work and commitment to it. So, now I'm getting like a cocky spirit saying, so what you want to do? Because it's like you danged if you do and you danged if you don't. You stay away from the person and you miserable. But then you get back with the person, and if you don't address this issues, you're miserable. So what are you going to do? Right? Yeah, it's like, I don't know if I want to say that, spirit, but spirit speaks. Oh God, yeah. Seek wisdom and prayer, but also have an open dialogue. And yeah, is this where we want to leave it, spirit? Is this where we want to leave it? Yeah, spirit has spoken, right? Spirit has spoken. And I'm hearing, some of you seem a little disappointed by the way this is ending because you wanted a conclusive answer. And Spirit is saying you have free will, right? Choose, right? The non-choosing and the back and forth is driving you crazy, is driving this other person crazy. Choose. Either way, you'll be okay, right? Either way, you'll be okay, I'm hearing. That's it, beloved. I hope this message has helped you in some kind of way, shape, or form. If you want to share, right? I'll read. Not a problem. And if you liked, I'll see you next time. Ashe, amen, amen.